Hey, what's happening, folks? This is Midnight Brands coming to you with prep on Friday, March 24th, 2023. It is an active morning, and so we're going to be a little bit abbreviated here today. We'll see how things continue to progress and stuff, but it's a pretty active morning here on the future side. So we're probably going to be briefer in our commentary and whatnot, and just have stuff up on the screen, keeping flipping back and forth between things we got open, watching, etc., and whatnot. So yeah, I think that'll probably be it for my prelude. Other than the normal, we're not financial analysts, advisors, anything of the sort. Do your own due diligence. Nothing we say should ever be taken as a buy or sell recommendation. Basically, do your own research, and yeah. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Our good buddy is not going to be able to join us this morning. He's fighting some technology challenges. So, yeah. Okay, make sure our screen is set. There we go. Like how this ES is it's wanting to break above its other 5-minute candle where I got a nice little push off the 200 day, but it's just not wanting to really go. I don't like that because it can't get a close above last week's point of control there. Probably just not being patient enough. In any event, you can see SVXY here is it's not bad. Did make a couple of tweaks to it already, but in general it's pretty straightforward. You got a nice little zone. We highlighted the upside if we decided to reverse all of this and really push on the upside. You got a nice little kind of quarterly trend guide ADR block there. That's obviously going to move down, so it probably will be less relevant and actually take it and draw it up regardless to capture this gap fill. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, then you got a little div there with the 50-day, and not even a swing AV-WAP or a daily anchor VWAP there. So 50-day really just kind of treat by itself. It did have the highs there the week prior. If I zoom out here on a intraday one there. And then we've got our nice little trend guide zone. It's got a nice block of evidence in there, really, with the 20-day and whatnot. And that's a pretty nice zone there. Trend strength, it's got a daily anchor VWAP right there, and supply and demand. And then under, which we're already gapping below, is this block here, which I'm pretty sure we're actually just, we're just going to delete. There's a gap fill there, but I don't really care about it. I unfortunately deleted the wrong thing. That's alright. So our block there with some stuff. This was our trend line that was moving up, and that was 57.43 from a few days ago. It's going to be about the same area, so we actually treat that as a div, because you have the daily cheat there. Okay, and then further below, you've got a nice big fat zone with annual pivot, monthly trend guide, quarterly pivots, tier 2 daily cheat, 200 days, so nice, really good, good zone there. Alright, typing that stuff out to then look at VIX here real quick. Okay, so VIX is gapping almost $2 up from its close yesterday. Not a big surprise if you really think about it. It is potentially setting up for a big move here. A bit worrisome if you're on the bull side and wanting to see some nice movement here. Takes it right to the OPEX sheet, which would be pretty interesting there. In any event, if we look at this, they did highlight some other bigger zones to the upside. Really not going to adjust much more on this one, because again, trying to also keep focused on other things with how it's moving this morning. Actually treat this as a zone here. And that is a zone. And that was a really great hold-in example yesterday of this expected move stuff. I mean, folks, you just can't get any cleaner off of that. I mean, touch, push, touch, push. I mean, that's a really nice one there. So pretty nice off of that. We'll look at SPY. This looks like it is going to indeed fail. Couldn't even get above last week's point of control. Yeah, I'm just going to take that off. Okay, so SPY really sucks. Okay, so SPY here. Nice good zone there at the highs, expanded. Expanded to include, yeah, the annual pivot, monthly pivot block there. Okay, that's a better visual for it. So it was not included. I doubt Camille will get there today, but I mean, we've already traded a bunch. And I mean, just the way these moves are going right now, 10, 12, 14 bucks is not going to be unheard of. You can already see we traded, yesterday was 9 bucks. The day before that was 10.5. So setting up for some larger back-to-back ADR type of move days here for sure. So a couple of divs above these photo ADRs, really I'm not worried about. They're going to really kind of move down anyways, given that we're gapping down almost $3. So this photo ADR at 400, it's really going to come down into this zone here, and full will come down even further. So in fact, I'm just going to take them off at the moment and leave them there. If we reverse all this, there is some econ here today. 730 is durable goods. 730 Central is durable goods. 845 Central is S&P Global Manufacturing PMI stuff, and then 12 PM Central is the Baker Hughes rig count details. And so back to SPY, got a nice little trend guide 50-day zone there. We're trying to hold the daily anchor. No, we're already below the daily anchor VWAP there, and the weekly one on where and how we're set up at the particular moment here. And so yeah, we're getting already really close here. We'll take this and make it actually a little bit of a bigger zone. It'll get us some of that psychological 390 level. It'll get the gap fill, weekly pivots, daily trend guide reversal, and then fail that below, you run into your weekly photo ADR, which is not going to move with how we've traded so far. So that'll be your weekly photo and your monthly trend guide 1. Below, it's not, yeah, this is, we're just going to get rid of this because photo ADRs are not going to be there with how we're opening. And so if we decide to keep going down, we'll actually end up with, I would say, this div here. Bottom edge supply and demand, weekly full ADRs. And And with where we're trading right now, that's definitely not unheard of. And so if we come down there, it'd be a lower low against this candle, would still be a higher low against the one from the 13th. Really, though, probably be watching for this. This is the bottom edge of that range box that we've been in, that we've highlighted a couple times. So range box, daily cheat, or expected move 2. The weekly trend, I mean, that's just a nice big good zone there, and that's about $10 at the moment. And if we decide to really keep going, then we could go and actually tag. If I could select it. We could come down here and tag this stuff. This higher time frame structure at 376, monthly trend guide 2, tier 1 daily cheat, based upon where we open. If we open right at trend guide reversal or a little bit below it, that's $10-12 is not out of the question. So I think we can probably remove this ABCD, and we'll carve it up from there. Make a couple of quick notes here. So you got tier 2 day cheat, expected move, tier 1 range box low, QPP, supply and demand, structure. And then down lower we have the tier 1 and the week cheat, supply and demand, monthly trend guide 2, gap fill, structure. Okay, Q's. Really did not, you can see they didn't want to get above that 311 mark at all. Couldn't even get a close up there on a daily level. I mean, we did get a couple up there on the hourly candles, but pretty good rejects off that quarterly trend guide stuff there for sure. And so zones for it, it's not doing as bad as SPY. I have not dug into it. My suspicion would be financials are, yeah, XLF is already below its trend guide reversal for today, which is the daily S1. It's pretty damn close to its daily tier 1 sheet. And so big heavy drag. Deutsche Bank had a couple of things out and whatnot, so SPY's weighted, getting weighed down heavily with all that good fun stuff. Let me get rid of this box that was from yesterday. And I would say we should actually create a box here like this. Because I accidentally deleted this before, it's not there, so I'm going to just add it back on this way. There's a daily anchored VWAP right there, but here we've got the tier 1 end of week cheat, you've got your 50-day EMA. That daily anchor VWAP is going to move up there, a good bit today. So that is a possibility of a zone for us to watch to. 308 be $14. Been trading 10.7, give or take, in that area the last handful of days. So yeah. I'm gonna wrap that with Qs here already. So that's still a zone. This is still a good zone. That'll be a really good one if we could get there. If we could reverse all this off of SPY stuff, that'd be a great hold of the gap fill, daily anchor, swing anchored VWAP, trend guide reversal. That'd be a nice good zone there to hold. This would be there too, actually, because you'll have the look set up on that one for both the swing anchored VWAP and a daily at that spot there. So that's kind of a div regardless of where the other things are at today. Okay, I'm gonna flip over to the future, so ES. Do some cleanup here first. And I'm going to sit here and stare at this for a quick minute. So that zone is pretty wide that we're in here now. It's got the 200-day. You have the weekly anchored VWAP there from October. Which is a nice little spot. It's trying to hold the one from, what was that, March 13th or whatever, but it's already trading below it. This is, I don't know how many times we've come down and tested and traded against that weekly anchored VWAP, so gets a bit of a question as to how many times does it hold if you keep tapping it from this spot. But it is, and as well, I should say it's a 10-day low volume node in that area. Yeah, I don't know. Candidly, really, it's a must hold. Like there is a 3-year high volume node there at 18s. But really needs to hold this level with weekly pivot. It's got the tier 1 daily cheat there. So it's a pretty big zone if you look at all things considered there, right? I mean, just going back and stating it, right? 200-day SMA, 200-week SMA, the weekly anchor VWAP, the cheat, the low volume node, structure. I mean, it's not insignificant about what all is there at that 39.30 level. So it is a wide zone, but man, that's a lot of evidence, really all kind of right there. So it is trying to hold to 200. So I wouldn't attach any real weight to the photo ADR. I do have it selected to include based upon some of the structure here and the bar closes and stuff against this area. I don't know how much I like and trust that. Candidly, this zone below here too, the weekly ADRs, full ADRs, the 10-day low value area. It just feels like we'd slice right through it if we go and attack that level. Yeah, I don't think I'd watch this actually as a zone here. I want to see this spot here too. Yeah, we're not holding any. I mean, that's only be that candle and this candle kind of touch, so I don't know if I really care for that at all. Well, shit. Although this, I didn't get this one attached correctly. Yeah, that actually makes me kind of look more to this stuff here with the full ADRs, the weekly. I guess you could actually go like this instead. And then ignore the low volume area, actually. Because at that point, if we go down there, like, why not go tag monthly trend guide, tier 2 daily cheat, the weekly full. Again, that all presumes that we don't lose, that we lose this zone that we're in now. We do look like on the 5 minute, like maybe now we're gonna try to hold it. I've tried once. I got some off. I got lost on the other. So I don't know if I want to try again here or not. Let's see, what did we look like overall? What the hell is a market analyzer with all of the good things that I want? There it is. Yeah, we just, I mean, maybe they've already come down and tagged their levels, but I mean, damn, like it's just nothing's there. Microsoft's at its, level, and XLF is way below. But I wouldn't say any of that stuff looks to me like it's in a great spot at a buy zone yet outside of the index. The other things just don't look like they're there quite yet. So, yeah. Okay, I think that's the way I'm gonna treat it. Watch this one here as kind of a div area. At that 38.90-ish area. This would be nice because it'd be a higher low off of Monday's open actually. So it could actually, if we came down to this level here, that could be a nice weekly candle. Come down, tag this one, and then close back up near kind of like the 10-day high value area, near the 4,000s or something like that. Kind of close in the middle of the weekly cheats there. Or we could really push it and close way the hell down there. We've already traded 60 some points. So, in any event, I think that's how I'm going to mark this one up. Yep. Prep for Friday, March 24th, not 3rd. Okay, I got that pasted there. while I'm typing this stuff out into a different room and stuff here. Let's get NQ loaded up there. And see what our buddy had to say. Favorite platform. Liar. Okay, NQ. I'm getting rid of this horizontal ray. We don't need that anymore. It's just, it's noise. It's in the way. Doesn't mean anything. It's really hard to see when it's kind of does that kind of fun madness there on NQ or any chart for that matter. So we've traded 145, so almost half of the ADRs, the typical ADRs. We're trying to hold this area here that it's picked up with the, oh, what is that one actually? $12,773.98. Is that what that is? Yeah, we can get rid of this horizontal ray. We don't need that. That's not applicable. That was yesterday's open. Or this. I think there's even a separate one here. Yeah, I'd make the case for that. Yeah, I collected his daily cheat there too. Not that you guys can hear me. Yeah, I just don't know that we need to go up 921. I don't know if we need to go up and highlight the stuff for MTG. It is right there, I guess. It is tier 3 daily cheat, so it's not the end of the world to include it there. This is definitely a big spot here, though, at this 471-ish area. So there's your swing. Your daily is lower at 471, which would be right kind of in this area with the look there. So this is a massive area right here, actually. So I'm going to carve that up there like that. I think that's, in general, kind of nice looking. NQ is still way the hell up there on symmetrical extremes. So it did get that little bit of pull there, but nothing of any real significance. Has cooled off a bit. It was into the tier 3 kind of quartile bucket. And so yeah, so we combine a couple of zones in through here from the looks of it. While I type in a few things in another spot, I'm going to go ahead and switch charts up there for y'all. Okay, RTY down into a big, nice, fat zone there. Oh, Come on, clear the stinking zone. ES, NQ, please. So this really is a big zone though. If we don't clear kind of this area, like you can see, we're really dangerously close to the 1696 level. In fact, as much as I don't want to, we're gonna and then we don't save that, then I would expect that we come grab this 1662 level even lower, and kind of skip full ADRs and whatnot. I'm pretty sure 1662. Yeah, it's gonna be that wick there. No. I gotta see which one of these wicks it is here. Well, I'm not sure what we'd anchored that to. That's the problem with having global stuff and non-global stuff on here. Okay, so it marked it right there. Grabbing this kind of no closes below that 1662 level. That is, that's within reach today for RTY. I mean, it would be beyond the full weekly full ADRs and stuff there. And I think I would drag this one up here to be like this, so you capture the 3-year little volume node there, quarterly trend guide. Again, could all, skip that because we are trying to hold the top edge of this zone here, which gets this candle from back on Sunday's open. So it'd be a double bottom type of look off of that candle there. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this swing anchor VWAP here real quick and keep that one. I'm gonna anchor one here and right here. But I think the rest of its zones are pretty clear to me, at least there. So you've got some nice clean kind of upside ones there. These are pretty close back to back. You could actually take this and shrink it and ignore that one. Kind of treat it like this, I would guess. Tier 2 day sheets, Tier 1 and week sheet, weekly full ADR. Massive, massive zone there. Very nice. Okay, RTY. here. RTY. Let's look at YM. YM, I think it already traded like half of its fucking ADR. Yeah, it's already traded almost its whole damn ADR for the day. So, man, like if you caught this, holy crap, that'd been an awesome, awesome one there. I mean, that's 500 points in YM, just nice and pretty clean on it. Heck, it could be setting up for something like this. Not saying this is today, but I mean, that'd be pretty interesting, interesting one there for sure. Okay, so let me look at the rest of YM here. Sorry, adjusting a few things. As I said, it's an active morning here. So weekly trend guide, 50-day. That's a nice, nice chunk zone there. That's 32,982. So I think I'd actually drag this down. 50 is going to come down a little bit more and probably capture it like that. And grab its full ADRs like that. I think it's how I would treat this one. Yeah, I think that's how I would treat that here. 1 second, folks. Alright, so let's keep looking at this here. I don't know that there's really a whole lot else you could make the case actually, and it's actually there now that I say that. It's just kind of hard to see. What you saying, Adam? Yep, makes sense, man. Son of a biscuit, I was looking at the Prep GC one the whole time there. Anywho. It's not the end of the world. I think in general that's pretty nice with how this one looks there in general. So I'm not going to mess a whole lot with it. Again, really trying to keep eyes on this. In fact, we are failing again the stupid last week point of control. Just don't want to close above it on ES. I'm taking it off. I don't like it. If it goes now at this point, it goes. All right. So, like we said, we've got this zone here. We do have a nice little div there. Then we've got our trend guide zone. We have our weekly trend guide zone. Kind of sandwiched in between is the weekly photo ADR. Then we run into our trend strength, etc. No, I don't like this. I'm not even going to bother to highlight that. This to me would be the two bigger zones here. Alright, now let's take a look at GC and CL. I don't remember if I had time to look at them here this morning or not, to be super frank. No, I did not have time to run the algo stuff against them. Let's do that now real quick. These are yesterday's additional zones, so we'll get rid of those. GC 0423. Well, that draws me right back, folks. Alright, that is GC drawn. Let's go look at its details here. So it obviously did not want to reject like we were drawing out there. So maybe it does go ahead and complete this ABCD that we drew, which is where full ADRs are lined up for today. So pretty stinkingly amazing on that. Kind of given where this zone, these zones and stuff are here and whatnot, like I would actually still go ahead and include this. So bottom edge of supply and demand, these last week's high value area, a 10-day low volume node. I think it'd actually take and move this down here like this. this. So we capture the gap fill and leave the tier 2 expect to move stuff as a potential div, especially with how close these things are here. I'm going to take this zone and drag it up just a tad to include that. The question is actually, do we take this up and grab the wicks? And I almost say yes. Although you couldn't get a close above there, so... Oh, that's an interesting one there. It'd probably be more like a dip, like just gonna blow right through there. There's some structure and stuff there, but I mean, this was all overnight, right? No, this was actually yesterday. I take that. Right, okay, so this was yesterday, kind of push, 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 and then fail here. But it is holding the trend strength reference point zone. I just don't know I'm going to care about that. We'll mark a swing anchor VWAP here. And I think we're going to mark one here. This is kind of a nice pullback, but it's not. I think we'll mark it there at kind of the EU, London time period and stuff. We can go ahead and get rid of this. This was a zone from yesterday where you just combine these two. And so we can do that again, but just get rid of this and take the full ADR one and just drag it up. And capture it like that. This would be a nice little div there too, potentially against all of it, is do a higher high here, but go up and capture and collect this stuff here. Let's look at CL. Come on. Do not need this in here. It doesn't belong in this chart, belongs in the other one. Point of control on this one shifted actually when we looked at it earlier. Case here, yeah, I mean, this, I mean, that's looking more and more realistic here, actually, folks, with the way this is lining up. The fact that rejected off of the end of week cheat there, I mean, shit, I missed that. Saw it yesterday and it just, oof. So not a this week thing, but that is, that's setting up to bring a lot more pain to oil, energy kind of bulls here for sure. So we get rid of some of these upside ones. I just don't see them happening. Could it? Yes, absolutely. But we have already traded almost $4 on this, and we're really close to the full ADRs. 10-day point of control, last week point of control. Yeah, like I said, the point of control shifted down here, just based upon where things have gone over the last 10 days. So this is not looking constructive for folks that are in that kind of camp, like I said. I'm just going to take and draw this up here. Still looking active and possible. Maybe it does hold this zone here on ES. So we got rid of that and moved it up and combined it, so it's really just this one here. And then we added this zone down here. Which I don't think we'll get weekly photo ADR structure. Alright folks, so that is my take on everything for today, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there. Like I said, it's been a pretty active and interesting morning already. You can see there's a lot of things moving pretty interestingly around here, and there's news overnight, as we talked about, with Deutsche Bank and having some issues again. Go figure, a financial place having challenges. So yeah, very interesting. And you So yeah, hopefully everybody has a great session, has a great weekend. We will catch you all on Monday, and again, as a reminder, we are going to be out the week of April 3rd. Our hope is to go ahead and get prep done that weekend for Monday, but then that'll be the last of prep. We're going to be gone pretty much all of that week. So y'all have a good one, and we will catch y'all later. Thanks. Bye now.